Hello there, Kaiju Gang. It's your boy B3 back with another kicking movie reaction review. I wanted to do some more like slashery, gory, killer stuff, but I'm trying to save some money, so I'm not really renting anything that I don't feel like I really need to rent. I tried to rent Hellraiser 3, but like my Amazon, I just can't load Amazon's website anymore for some reason. It just won't load. And also, YouTube won't let me rent Hellraiser from it. I'm going to try to rent Hellraiser 3 from Google Play tomorrow so I can review the third Hellraiser for you guys. I want to do all 10. But today we are actually reviewing one of the films that inspired one of my favorite movies of all time, Alien. It's called It, The Terror from Beyond Space. I honestly haven't seen this since like high school, so I'm glad I rewatched it. It's free on YouTube with ads, and I think it might be free on Amazon Prime as well, without ads. But, quick read-up. A rescue ship travels out to Mars to retrieve the only survivor of a space probe that has experienced some sort of cataclysm. That survival, Colonel Ed Carruthers, is accused of murdering his fellow crewmen. But Ed claims that the killer was a Martian monster, and hopes to prove his assertions by signing up for a second journey to the Red Planet. Before long, the crew members of the second expedition are being systematically killed off, and it looks as though Ed is up to his old tricks. As it turns out, however, Ed was telling the truth. There is a monster on board. The savage descendant of a once mighty Martian civilization, who snuck on board when an irresponsible crew member left the door open. The monster stays alive by absorbing the vital body fluids of its victims, and there seems to be no way to stop the parasitic creature. It was produced by MGM. It's from 1958, but it takes place in the far-off future of 1979. It's a little over an hour long, starring Marshall Thompson. The director is Edward L. Kahn. Producer Robert E. Kent, writer Jerome Bixby, and it is sci-fi horror, more sci-fi than horror. But it was horror enough to inspire Alien, one of my favorite films. So, It, The Terror from Beyond Space. Fun, black and white alien monster movie. I really enjoyed it. The monster suit looks good, except for kind of the face, because you can kind of see it with the eyes. It's the human actor's eyes that are showing, and you can kind of see the gaps where like the mask ends, and you can see like kind of a space around the eyes, and the mouth is like open on it a little bit, but it's filled in, so it doesn't look like the mouth has any depth. So the mouth looks really bad, but the rest of the suit looks pretty good for the time. It really does. The monster is incredibly powerful. They beat it in kind of a crafty way. They try a lot of smart stuff that just doesn't work, but in the end they finally figure something out, and it's really, really, really risky, but it works. One gripe I have for this film is I couldn't tell all the male actors apart. I didn't know who was who the entire movie, because they're all super generic looking white dudes, and they all look the fucking same, especially in black and white. They all look the fucking same, so it was hard to tell who was who. And then there were also two female crew members, and they said they were scientists, but all we ever do is watch them like serve and take care of the male scientists. Like they're literally serving them coffee and like bringing them meals and stuff while the men just sit around. And they're, of course, they do some medical stuff, some doctoring, which is good. And of course one falls in love with the colonel that they picked up, of Jorts, absolutely of Jorts. But it's got a decent kill count. I know a lot of people really care about that. I do too, actually, so don't feel bad. I like the way it's shot. It shows just the monster's shadow for a little while, and then it shows like just its hands, no face. So it takes us a little while to see the monster, and often when we do see the monster, it is kind of a little far off, or the face is hidden just a little bit. and that's pretty cool. I really like that. I really like that approach. You do see the full monster suit though, and once again, I think it's a fine looking suit. The face could be better, but the rest of it's pretty good, especially for the time. Better than anything I could make. Uh, so it's the Terror from Beyond Space. Definitely deserves its place in film history simply because it's one of the films that inspired Alien. I think Planet of the Vampires, or something along that lines, was the other inspiration for Alien. I've also seen that, but it's been a very long time, but it is also on Amazon Prime, so I'll watch it at some point. So yeah, sorry, it's really late. I usually don't stay up this late, but I just wanted to watch one more movie, and this one was kind of short and free. So It's a Terror from Beyond Space is available for free with ads on YouTube. I think it's just available free to watch if you have a paid Prime membership, so not technically free on Prime Video. Also, RoboCop's free to watch if you haven't seen that or don't have a copy of it. It's also free to watch on YouTube, which is pretty dope. There are a couple other free things on YouTube right now that I want to watch, like Cube, which is a movie I've wanted to watch for a really long time, and Bats, both of which I have saved on Amazon, but my Amazon account won't load. Hopefully tomorrow morning, once I wake up and do my animal feeding, I have a baby calf that I'm taking care of right now. Once I've fed all the animals, I have a young horse that I gotta take care of also. And once I've taken care of them, hopefully Amazon will work, because I really just want to watch slasher films all day tomorrow. I'm not a big slasher guy, but I'm getting into them. You know, I really want to watch some Hellraiser. I really want to watch some Hatchet. I really want to watch some Halloween Jack. So we'll see what happens. But that is it for It! The Terror from Beyond Space. One of the films that inspired Alien from 1958 MGM, starring Marshall Thompson, directed by Edward L. Kahn. Free to watch on YouTube. Definitely check it out. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. And I'll see you all next time when we review something.